It's so exciting when you finally get a blade that you have been eyeballing for years. And that's exactly what I've been doing with the Tops Knives Rapid Strike. What is going on, Gideon's Tactical crew? Hope you guys are well. I love the changing of the seasons here in the Rockies. We got like the edge season, you know, so it's kind of nippy in the morning, kind of sharp, kind of bitey, but then kind of warm during the day and the leaves change and all that. Okay, the Rapid Strike. Here's the deal. 154 CM steel, one of my favorite steels. So right away, I'm like, for great value to performance, it's stainless. You know, I like its performance at 58 to 60 HRC, which is what Tops does. It's gonna hold its edge a little bit better than 1095 in my experience. Leave a comment below on what you think about 154 in general. Should we see more of it, or has the market just totally surpassed it? Second is its size to weight to reach. This is 4.1 inches, but it's only 3.1 ounces before the sheath. And we've been looking at a lot of blades over the last year that either fall into this kind of really slim category, would be like a bird and trout knife maybe, but they're definitely designed for like hunting and outdoor tasks. Or we've been looking at a lot of like compact EDC fixed blades that tend to usually be very like fat and broad. Think of like an Essie Azula, things like that. This is wildly different. Looks like it's locking onto the target and going to engage and bring in a very unpleasant experience on whatever it may impact. So I wanted to find out if it was just a pure piercing instrument or if it actually had some other applications. And we are just gonna get right into it. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I'm Aaron, this is Gideon's Tactical. Now, first thing you need to know right out of the gate is that I have the single-edged version. You can get a double-edged version. They do exist, DE double edge, because there's this massive like 3/4 long swedge on the back spine. So again, mine is not sharpened, but when I was surfing around, obviously you can go to Tops and have that done, or at the time of filming, Blade HQ had single edge or double edge, SE or DE, depending on, you know, what you're looking for. So I wanted to have at least some more utility, and I felt like the swedge didn't need the it to be sharpened, and I can always do that at some future date. Leave a comment below if you prefer double edge daggers. Now, here's the other thing. It's a very narrow blade. It's 0.77 height from edge to spine, and grind that is a flat grind that splits the difference. So, obviously, piercing, absolutely gonna handle that. Piercing, stabbing, slashing, all those type of things. I was very pleased with it because it did a great job with the edge geometry. It's not a very short grind where they bring up the edge. So, some blades you'll find, especially on the more tactical utility front, have this really thick edge. This actually has, for how short and low the grind is, a very good edge. And it's going to slice and cut actually much better than I thought it would. So it is not a purely piercing instrument. Ooh, look at that. Guys, I'm getting some curls, man. That is always a pleasant surprise. Look at that. Nice. Not at all a woods knife, but I mean, if you wanted to carry this on a chest pack, or just as, you know, you normally use it as a self-defense roll, but you're gonna carry it, you know, just on quick hikes and things like that to cut some stuff if you had to. Oh yeah, dude. Look at that. Now look at my thumb because of the jimping right there. But could do it in a pinch, absolutely. And what I noticed, because of its thinness, its lightweight, you know, all those things, it's just so quick and nimble. It's like a pit viper in your hand, ready to strike at a moment's notice, where a lot of other big, broad, arguably more functional EDC knives just feel kind of like a rhinoceros wandering through the Serengeti, and you're slithering around with the Rapid Strike, ready to hit anything, cardboard or otherwise, depending on what you're doing. Now, is it a outdoors knife? No. It is a decent utility knife. I would say if we are comparing it to blades, say like the Exodus knife and tool, AdventureCraft, or Jackalope, previously reviewed, I'll link those videos that you can check out. Those are absolutely going to be better if you're hiking and camping. Now, can you use this on those applications as well, as long as you're not going to spend an hour woods crafting? Absolutely. You could totally do it, I feel, and get a lot of general utility done, surprisingly better than I suspected. Now to the mixed feelings that I have for this Kydex sheath. Now, the Kydex itself is excellent. It's taco design. It is ultra slim, has a good thumb ramp right there. Your finger will engage right there with the guard, so it's very easy to pull out, both in a natural hammer grip, but also in a reverse grip. You can absolutely pull it out, but the tension is absolutely there to keep it from falling out, so you can carry it in different locations, making the whole profile ultra slim and sleek. All that is excellent, zero complaints, and does have a drainage hole. There you go. So this is where it kind of got wonky for me, is that this is perfectly set up to pocket carry, but the metal clip that Tops uses was a nightmare to get off, first off, and it's designed to either, it goes on this side right here, and you may notice this side of the Kydex is completely flat, but then over here, there's all the contouring to the blade. So that was really interesting. And what that means is it was really hard, and I don't think it really fit and flush properly without extra hardware, the pocket clip to swap over to do pocket carry. So the way it's designed, you can wear it on the exterior of a belt hanging like this, or on the exterior of a piece of gear, or reverse carry it and then tuck it inside your waistband or inside your belt for like a reverse pull. So it's definitely, it's laid out for the tactical application that the knife is kind of designed for, but I mean, there's so many more applications and just different ways to carry it, that because of the pocket clip choice and clip choice, and the fact that they did this odd flat piece right here, and then contouring all over here, and making it just kind of difficult to modulate, I really had to mess around with several different options before I finally got this belt clip, pocket clip, so I could pocket carry it and then also carry it in different ways. So I think it's totally fine for the way it is, but just know it's not super easy to modulate outside of the way that they've set it up for you with the belt clip and the way it's attached. You're definitely gonna have to do some kind of unique thinking to get the sheath to carry in any other way than what it was set up to do. Now, how about to the ergonomics? Now, I have full length on my large size hands. We haven't talked about that in a while, guys. Large size gloves. And a knuckle span of 3 1/4 inches from knuck to knuck right there. And I got full real estate and grip. Now, obviously, it's a thin, narrow design on purpose, but I do have full real estate. I can grab, and as long as I put my thumb right here, do a reverse piercing stab, or if I was deploying quickly and piercing, the jimping is very deep. So again, not ideal for hard push cuts downwards, but absolutely locks me into place for piercing. And I have enough of a finger indexing right there for it to work. The micarta handle scales are contoured. Check this out. They've matched that jimping along the back with red liners there. So that's not really raised, but your hand just kind of like sits inside those little grooves and just gives you a little extra tactile feel, and just is a cool kind of design. Now, the lanyard holes are narrow. 550 paracord not going to fit through there. You're going to have to do like the thinner bank line and some of those other kind of thinner cords. I'm not sure even if you gutted 550, would that be able to fit in there? I think that, I don't know. I think they should just put one lanyard hole. That's just my opinion. And you are going to get a non-lethal glass breaker, pane popper, whatever you want to call it. So, pretty impressive overall. What about pricing and those competitive options? I'll just hit really quick. I do appreciate Tops sending me this sample. I requested it. I was like, guys, I've been thinking about it for years. Let's do it. And they were willing to send me a sample. They did not pay or sponsor the video in any way. Blade HQ was where I saw it. It was like $177 for it, I believe. You know, you can probably hunt around. I'll try and link as much as I can. Popping up, it's in the description box. I'll try and hunt around and find some good pricing for you. And then obviously, if you want to custom weigh it or do different things, you can always reach out to the Tops website and go that way as well if you want to explore in that regard. Now, if we look at it compared to say like the Jackalope which would be the main size similarity, that one is right around, I believe, like the 200 price point last I checked. So that would be one option if you like the kind of slim thinness, but you don't want it to be quite as aggressive. That would be something to consider. But for under 200 bucks, still made in America with 154 CM, one of my favorite kind of mid-grade stainless steels is what I would call it. There's a lot going on here and definitely brings something unique to the table that I could absolutely EDC, carry in a pocket with some of the modifications like I showed you, run it on like a chest rig, you know, if you wanted to do it that way, or run in some other very easy to carry. It's extremely carryable, let's put it that way. It's extremely concealable and carryable depending on how you want to use it. So guys, that's me and my mileage on the Rapid Strike. Definitely checks some boxes for me that I was hoping it would. Leave a comment below if you own one, especially how does it perform for you? How do you like to carry it? Appreciate you guys hanging with me today. And yeah, I encourage you check out the other video. And till next time, always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared. See you out there.